time for your weekly dose of pop culture
with Cassie and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
What the heck?
Welcome. It is another Saturday night. You are here live with Kathy and Kenny as we explain
It's
pop culture.
pop culture. All right. Hey, I'm
Okay.
Kenny.
Are you done doing whatever it is you were doing?
Yeah. I was getting like the crowd was cheering, and I was cheering with the crowd. I was cheering with the crowd, like the noise you hear, the sound effect. Ah! That's like the crowd. That's like the crowd of women that be in front of my house. Ah!
Alrighty, welcome to the show. We are Kathy and Kenny as we explain pop culture. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Saturday night, something we do during quarantine. Hi to our cousin Lisa, family listening and supporting. We appreciate you and appreciate all of you guys who are hanging out with us this Saturday night. It is the Saturday night before Valentine's Day. So Kenny didn't like my little hearts overlay. I was like, oh, let's put some hearts on it.
You're gonna throw me out there like that because I didn't like the hearts overlay, so people can sit there and go, "Oh, Kenny's just a stick in the mud, and he's not romantic, and he's not this, that, and the other thing." Well,
Kill the hearts, then. I'll kill the hearts.
No,
I
no,
like
keep the hearts up.
I thought
No, keep the hearts up. I'm sure. You know what? Let us know in the comments if you like the hearts or not for Valentine's Day. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Let us know in the comments if you like the hearts for Valentine's Day. And
Valentine's Day show, so there should be hearts. There should be hearts. And on this Valentine's Day show, or not really Valentine's Day, but when we go over our list of topics and go, okay, what should we talk about this week? And actually, I think we got a couple weeks already where we've kind of made some
yeah,
decisions about some upcoming shows, which is kind of cool because it
we
actually
do.
is. It's
We
like something we plan, not just something that's thrown together
yeah,
that my
we
brother
do.
just comes on and talks over me during. Um,
Okay.
that it's again in essence we're trying to make it a show.
Yes.
I actually wanted to share the stream and I don't think I did in one of the groups we belong to, let's give live crew. And
Well,
you know,
how about if I talk about what we're talking about today, and then you could take yourself off and you could share the screen on that show.
I surely could, and I'll leave.
I'll let you have at it. I'll let you have at it. Okay, everybody. So for a Valentine's Day show, what better thing to talk about than love? And since I think love is funny, and a lot of other people think love is funny, we're going to talk about romantic comedies. So in the comments, please let us know what your favorite romantic comedy. Kathy and I have Kathy has her favorite romantic comedies. I have my favorite romantic comedies, and then we have our five greatest romantic comedies each, and then we have our other romantic comedies that are the honorable mention list. So let me find out what Kathy wants to do first, and maybe we'll do the honorable mention list first, and then we'll go to our top five because I have the better rom com top five movies than Kathy does. So I just want to let you know that I have the better rom com movies.
There's a vote for the hearts, so there you go.
Okay, I vote for the heart.
Okay.
Of course, you know what? When we were kids, Lisa always did favor and side with you over me anyway. So I'm not taking that vote for the hearts. That's not a fair vote. You guys
Well,
teamed up on me a lot when we were kids. I'm not taking that vote for the hearts.
I'm looking at your list and
Say anything. I don't think I've seen Say Anything.
you've never seen Say Anything? It's
Oh
got like the
God.
iconic like love
Oh
scene
God.
and okay, yeah,
I've never seen Say Anything.
Say Anything. It's with
Who's in it?
John Cusack. Oh my God.
I
With
like John Cusack too.
Ione Sky, John Cusack, where he's holding up the boombox and they're playing
Oh, it's
Peter
that
Gabriel's
movie.
For
Yeah, I
Your
heard. Yeah, for your eyes. I've heard about that movie and I've never seen it.
um in your eyes, the light, the heat.
Give
I am
yourself the
who.
beat because we don't sing.
Yeah, you're right. We don't sing. I'm sorry. I
Thank
gotta
you.
buzz
Thank you.
myself on that.
Buzz yourself. We don't sing.
Yeah, we don't sing. No, this is proving you wrong.
No
So
way,
yeah, Say
Kenny.
Anything is a good one. And I think with the romantic comedies, there were a few movies that I thought uh might fall into this category, but they might be considered like some are more comedies. Like you put Coming to America on
No,
the
you put
list.
that. I didn't put that on. You did.
I put it on the list. You know
You put
why?
it on.
Because you know I love and that's more of a
Okay.
comedy, but it is I guess it does have that
Well,
romantic
here's.
comedy element to it. And also because at one of the scenes in the movie and they play To Be Loved by Jackie Wilson. And if you know me, you know how big a Jackie Wilson fan I am.
I know. I
So
know.
when they, if your movie has something like To Be Loved or Etta James At Last, then I'm automatically gonna love it.
I
So
I
Pleasantville, love it.
yeah. Oh
Not to
yeah. Oh
mention
yeah.
Pleasantville has an awesome soundtrack with Fiona Apple doing this version of oh gosh, I can't think of the name of the Beatles song, but she just knocks it out the box. And
I can't think because I
where's
love that
Fiona?
movie
Because I love
Pleasantville.
Fiona Apple. Go
I
ahead.
love that movie, and it also has. I love the scene in Pleasantville where he's talking to everybody in the diner, and Take Five is playing in the background.
Oh,
Like that is like the
that
coolest scene.
we need to do a show just about like movies with just cool soundtracks, just awesome soundtracks.
A
And
soundtrack
even if you
show.
weren't crazy about the movie, but my gosh, Pleasantville has a great soundtrack. You know what? Another movie that's it's a rom-com, and it's not on our list, but and it's not even on the honorable mention list, but it's A Lot Like Love. Have you ever seen that one? A Lot Like Love with
No, but Scooby Life is listening. Hey, Scooby Life.
hey, oh, oh, so cool. From the income stream. Kenny,
Yeah, Scooby
yeah,
Life.
you've been on the income stream.
Yes,
Awesome.
I
Go
haven't been on
guys.
in a minute, but I've been on. Yeah.
But A Lot Like Love was
Who said
oh
that?
gosh,
I've never seen that
Ashton
one.
Kutcher and what? You've
I've
never
never
seen
seen
this?
that.
Oh, it is so cute. I love this movie and it has an awesome soundtrack. So yeah, that's going to be an upcoming show, movies with kick butt
Yeah.
soundtracks. And but that's a good rom-com. I'm putting it in honorable mentions. Because again, here's the thing with rom-coms, you know how they're going to end. The guy and girl are going to be together. But
Well, not always. And
oh,
La La Land, they did not end up together.
please no, but that wasn't the song wait, Someone to Love, was that in Pleasantville? She might have, because I think Fiona Apple did a couple songs um on the Pleasantville soundtrack, but I was thinking of the song she did, uh Jackaroo Davy,
I don't.
Nothing's gonna
I
change
don't.
my world. That's not the name of the song, but
No, that's is that Across the Universe?
Across the Universe, yes.
Yeah.
I am having a brain spasm. Oh
Yes.
man,
Yes.
that's when quarantine is getting to you.
That. Oh,
Oh my goodness,
Just
Lisa,
right with Queen
this
Latifah
should be on the
Collins.
honorable mention. This isn't on my list, but I love this movie, Just Right, with
I've
Queen
never seen
Latifah
Just
and
Right.
Common. And you know what movie? I thought I put it on my list, but the Queen Latifah movie with where and actually I guess it's not
Is
really
that a
a
rom com? I
rom-com
think I know what you're
with
gonna say.
LL Cool J as her love interest. I think it's
Yeah.
called The
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
Holiday.
I don't know.
That
I
is
don't know
such
if
a
I call
cute
that a
movie.
rom com. I don't
What,
know if
The
I call
Last
that a rom
Holiday?
com. Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's the
okay.
same thing. I mean, she is in love with the guy, but she
Yes.
doesn't spend
Thank
any.
you,
He
Ed.
doesn't, like. Of course, yeah,
All
and
right. So
I
let's look
don't
at your
think she
honorable
spends any
mentions
time.
list before we get to
Okay,
we
let's
each
start. Let's
had to
start
pick
from the
well
bottom.
let's tell the audience we each had to pick five. Now And then Kitty put this rule in is that if I pick, whoever picks it first, you got to choose another movie. So we can't have the same movies on our list. So he basically stole my number one movie, but we'll talk about that when we get there. But at the bottom, he has Three to Tango on the. You need to put your tongue in your mouth. If you're going to do the stream, you need to do the stream and just be conscious of what you're doing and
I
looking to
don't.
the
At the
camera.
bottom. At the bottom is not three to tango. There's one under three to tango. Did you update
You
your list?
you must have put something
I put it
else
in, put it
on.
in last. I put it in last.
Oh, okay, yeah, you just put a bunch of stuff on here I hadn't seen. Norbit,
Yeah,
okay,
Norbit. It's a rom
okay,
com because Norbit was in love with his childhood sweetheart, but he was married to Raspusa.
okay.
So that was a rom com because it was all about him getting his childhood sweetheart back. And that was and it was comedy because Norbit was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Okay, Ed Brown's got jokes.
Die
Diehards.
Hard. Is that a real movie, Ed? Because no, because with Ed, that could be a real movie.
Die Hard.
That could be a real movie. Die Hards.
I
And you
am
know what,
never
Ed?
living down. And let's be clear, I love Die Hard. It's just not a Christmas movie, nor is it a Valentine's Day movie, nor is it a
Is,
rom com.
is
Okay,
Die Hards a real movie?
there's a movie called Die Hards.
I don't know. It
Okay,
could be. Ed says,
it's
is it?
it's Stump the Pop Culture Expert Night.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right,
So
what
next we
else you
have
got on this
next
list? Because this
the
other
honorable
movie
mention, Three to
on the
Tango.
honorable mentions.
Three to Tango with Matthew Perry and Nev Campbell.
Oh,
which
okay.
is which is I love. This is so funny. And one of the things about this movie is it's just a movie about a guy who loves a girl, but she's dating his boss, and everybody in town thinks he is gay because his partner is gay. And he loves his girl, but she thinks he's gay. And the minute that he finds out that everybody thinks he's gay, he's running down the street and he's going, ah! And like the birds are going everywhere. And it's like funny because he really loves his girl and now everybody thinks she's gay. So that was one. Drive Me Crazy is the next one.
Drive Me
Drive Me
Crazy.
Crazy is Melissa Joan Hart and Adrian Green. And you'll know him from what is that show he was on?
Oh, the
What was that
HBO
HBO?
series.
Yeah, he was on. He's the star of the HBO series, and I can't remember the name of the show. Anyway,
I
that was
thought
a
you were
now.
doing all this research.
And I forgot the name of that show, and it was on the tip of my tongue. But I have a story about Drive Me Crazy because
Okay.
when I met Melissa Joan Hart at a Comic Con, and I was in my full Mr. Maestro gear, and I was talking to her, I was like, "Hey, I just wanted to say to you that I know Teenage Witch and all that stuff, but I will lose my street cred for this." But Drive Me Crazy, I love that movie. And she just started cracking up. I said, but don't tell nobody, because don't tell the fellas, because I lose my street cred for that. And she just started cracking up because I told her I
Adrian
love Drive Me
Grenier was
Crazy.
in Entourage.
Entourage, that's it.
Entourage
Entourage.
on HBO.
Entourage on HBO, yes.
It's like, wait a minute. I
Um,
know the show because I've seen it a dozen times, but yet I
yeah.
can't get the name right. So Entourage. What else
Next
have you
we
got on
have
this?
next we have 2003's Love Don't Cost a Thing with Nick Cannon and Christina Milian, which
Okay.
is a remake of the Ronald McDonald Miller
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald Miller. What is that show with the movie with Patrick Dempsey when he was a kid, and he paid the girl to date him.
Oh, um,
What is that movie?
Can't Buy Me Love.
Can't Buy Me Love. Love Don't Cost a Thing is a remake of Can't Buy Me Love.
Can't Buy Me Love. Okay.
So and that was really good. Also stars Keenan Thompson in it too. Made in Manhattan, Jennifer Lopez and Ralph Fiennes. That's on the list. Did you put that on the list?
I put that on the list because I don't know why I love that movie. And you know what? and again, I'm not sure who the queen of, because I was asking Kenny about this, and perhaps you guys can tell us in the chat of the romantic comedy is. Is it Jennifer Lopez? Is it Sandra Bullock? Is it Julia Roberts? Is it Meg Ryan? I don't know who the queen is, but I always loved that movie,
I
and
would
not
go
just
with
because the soundtrack has a Tina Marie song, because again, people, my passion for Lady T,
what Tina
but
Marie songs in that movie?
I think Lover Girl one time
Oh,
when the maids are like in their changing room and what are you doing?
girl, I
What
just
are you
want to
doing?
rock your world.
Pray for me. Okay. Um anyway, Made in Manhattan, Ralph Fiennes, Fine. Is it pronounced
Fines,
Fine? Okay.
fines, yeah.
Fines. And Jennifer Lopez. I just again, total romantic comedy formula, and they're going to wind up together at the end, spoiler alert, but I just thought it was a cute movie. And
Next
cute
we
movie.
have Maid. Next we have Maid of Honor, Patrick Dempsey and Michelle Monaghan.
Maybe Patrick Dempsey
Monaghan.
is the king of rom-coms. I don't know
No,
as far as the male actors who
yeah,
you
I
think.
don't know. I don't know. Is it Patrick Dempsey? Is it Adam Sandler? I don't know.
Adam
Um,
Sandler, really? Well, we'll
yeah.
talk
Well, you
about that.
thought
But
Julia
Julia
Roberts. Lisa
Roberts,
says
yeah.
Julia Roberts is the queen of rom coms. I'm gonna go with Meg Ryan, even though we don't have the Meg Ryan movies in our list. For some odd reason, we don't. But I'm
Well,
gonna
in
go
the
with Meg
honorable
Ryan.
mention category, because When Harry Met Sally is just like a classic in that category, and
Yes. Yes.
and then if you go down her list of movies with Tom Hanks, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
everything from Sleepless in Seattle to You Got Mail,
You Got Mail is one of my favorite rom coms, and I think I forgot to put it in my
and you
list.
didn't have
So
that on your
I didn't
list.
have that list. Just when I was just watching it the other night.
But Adam
But
Sandler,
made
really?
him.
I mean, Adam
Yeah.
Sandler and Drew Barrymore chemistry, boom, they
Yeah.
got
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh
Adam
yeah. Yeah.
Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, they have great
Yes.
chemistry as well.
Yes. Chemistry. Yeah.
But I wouldn't call
Now,
him king of the rom-coms, but
really, I don't know.
no,
Really.
no.
Okay. But anyway, Maid of Honor is about Patrick Dempsey being a playboy, and
I thought you were
Michelle
on the next one.
Monaghan. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You already called
That was
Patrick. You
okay.
already not
So
Patrick Swayze,
blended.
Patrick
So
Dempsey.
Patrick. Blended is the next one with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, and it's about a blended family coming together, and that was blended, and they go to this retreat in Africa,
And you know
and
what?
that was
Actually,
the theme.
my favorite Adam Sandler movie is, and again, and I know you have another one of his movies on your list and your top five, so I won't kill your thunder. Um, but Big Daddy is one of my favorites. I
I
don't
didn't
know.
like Big
I
Daddy
j-
that much.
you didn't like Big Daddy?
It was high.
What?
It was high.
Okay, I don't even know. I don't even know. Um, yeah, Sleepless
Oh, that's a
in
good one.
Pretty in
That's a good one,
Pink.
Ed.
Pretty in
Pretty
Pink.
in Pink. We don't have that on our list, and Pretty in
I don't
Pink
think
is a
Pretty in
good
Pink
one.
is on our list, or Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle. No, I've never seen Sleepless in Seattle.
You have never seen Sleepless in Seattle?
I'm not a big rom com person, okay? There's nobody in tights. There's nobody doing action moves. There's nobody getting killed. I'm
Well,
just not.
speaking of action and this rom-com, the next one on the list checks those boxes off because yes, people get killed. There are men in tights, and that is The Princess
It's
Bride,
Bride. Yes, yes.
which
And I've never seen
maybe
the
is
whole
not
Princess
in your
Bride.
traditional rom-com category, but oh my goodness, could it not be a better movie with as many quotes as it has? Oh my God.
I've never sat down and watched the whole thing.
Okay. It was so nice having Kenny here for the show. Um, you know, I just get tired of having this argument every single week with some of the simple movies he won't even go see. So, I mean, you know,
Wow.
I got a channel
Wow.
that shows me Fast and Furious movies like 24 hours a day
Have you
on the
seen any?
Fire Stick.
Have you
Hmm?
seen any? Have you
Y-
seen any?
I have attempted and tried to watch, but Lord have mercy. Can we say how thin the plots are? I mean, my
And
God.
no, it's
And
not
I
for the plot. It's for the action. It's like, it's for the action and the machoism and the like,
bless.
you never owned
All
it. You
right.
never had your car.
Well, you know what? After you sit down and watch from beginning to end Princess Bride and can actually come back to me with some quotes. I'm talking some serious. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Quotes. You know what? Until you can do that, I will not watch a full Fast and Furious
You
movie.
know what?
Yeah, that's the
Scooby Life.
problem. It's a
Thank you, Scooby
24-hour
Life.
stream.
Thank you, Scooby Life.
It is a 24-hour stream and of Fast and Furious movies. So I always come in, I try to watch, I can't stay with it. Thankfully on this Fire Stick app I have, I also get I actually get 24-hour like different action heroes. Like there's a channel that shows nothing but 24 hours of Denzel Washington movies, 24 hours of Keanu Reeves movies,
And they got 24 hours
24
of Prince
hours of
movies.
Sandra Bullock movies.
They got 24 hours of Prince.
It's not music, it's actors.
He's got
You have to have
movies.
enough movies to fill
He's
up a
got 3
24-hour
movies. He's
movie.
got 3 movies.
So, but yeah, and then after you show, that's like 6 hours worth of content. Anyway, so let's continue with our content. The next movie on the list, I think.
Mark, hold on a
Actually,
second. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna go
Mark,
out on a limb and say this is probably one of my mom's favorite romantic comedies because when it is on TV and she's clicking around, if it comes on, there's like 1 or 2 movies that when they come on, she'll sit and watch them because she knows them
yes.
verbatim, and that is The American President
I love The
with
American President.
Michael Douglas and Annette Bening.
Yes.
That's a good one, and it's quotable too. It's good and
Yes.
quotable.
The sweater. She's going to have to learn to live with disappointments. What the hell? Can you sit down and watch Princess Bride already? Okay. You know what, Mark?
Thank you, Mark.
All right, Mark. Mark.
I
Don't
mean,
throw me under
who
the
has
bus on this,
not
Mark,
watched
okay?
Princess Bride? I mean,
Don't throw me.
that's
I haven't, okay. I haven't seen the Goonies either, but there's no crime in that. Yes, I haven't seen the Goonies.
you what?
I
I
have
don't
never
even know
seen the Goonies.
how are we doing a pop culture show and you're like this kid who grew up in the 80s and you have not experienced the Goonies? Get thee to the Goonies, dude. Come on.
Okay.
You
It's not
got to
that big
get
of a
some
deal.
Goonies.
It's not, was it that good, really? It's not that big of a deal.
But it's one of those iconic kind of.
Yeah, I know. It's a
It's like somebody
Sandlot.
saying,
No,
"Oh, I've never seen Jaws, or I've never seen The
I know.
Godfather."
I've seen Sandlot though. It's not Sandlot. Goonies is not Sandlot. So Sandlot's a classic. Okay. So
Well,
moving
then
on to the
again,
list.
I will admit I saw Sandlot a little late in life, but I don't know. Oh, Goonies or Sandlot? Okay, I'm sorry. We're getting off the track
Yeah,
of
we're gonna off
romantic
track.
comedies.
The next one is about is Rachel McAdams and Donnell Gleason, About Time.
About time. And I put this on the list in my honorable mention category. And I know, I guess Rachel McAdams and one of those Ryan, not Seacrest, not Gosling. Maybe it was Gosling. It was one of those
Reynolds?
Ryans.
Was it
They
Reynolds?
did the classic, The Notebook, but that was more of a drama. That wasn't a romantic comedy. But and maybe About Time probably is more in the drama, but it does have some elements of comedy to it. And it was by the same team that did Love Actually,
Yes.
and just
I've never seen About Time, no.
it's a small movie. It's a cute movie. You might have missed it. I think it was in the theater for a hot minute, but it
And
got more
I love
play.
Rachel McAdams.
But it got more play on cable, HBO. But About Time is one to look for, and I think you can get that on streaming services. So that one, if you get it on Prime, that's worth a watch. So let's say it's Valentine's Day, you have your special person, and you want to watch something. About Time was a really cute movie to watch.
I don't know.
Um,
I'd rather watch Norbit.
Nor-
Norbit
Nor-
with them.
okay,
But
well,
I want to thank Scooby Life for having my back. Unlike Unlike Mark and Jennifer Murphy, who are supposed to be my friends and don't have my back on this Goonies thing. But thank you, Scooby Life, for having my back. I appreciate that. Much love, brother. Much love.
All right. Next on the
We were
list
too
is
busy in the 80s having fun, Scooby Life. That's what we were doing. We were too busy in the 80s having fun. I was in the mall picking up chicks.
all right, and you see where that gets you. Okay. Um,
Next, we have
Next,
Coming to America.
like I said, any song with Jackie Wilson's "To Be Loved" gets my vote. But Coming to America, just a classic. I'm actually excited,
About
and I'm
this.
hoping it'll be late 2021 that we get Coming to America 2. Do you know
I
what the
think no,
date
no,
is?
no. I think that's in March. I think that
Really?
might be either March or May. That's early in
See, and I
2021.
know in
That might
our
be in
area,
March.
movie theaters have opened back up, and I
Mhm.
imagine, and from what I saw, like last week when I had to run some errands, and I went by the movie theater, I noticed at one point they were only selling concession foods like popcorns and stuff,
Yeah.
or popcorn and sodas and stuff. Although the movie theater now in Mooresville, we have a movie theater that you can get adult beverages too while you watch the
Wow.
movie. Yeah,
Really?
and
I gotta come down
yeah,
south and watch the movie.
and then
I know they
and
have
they
one of
also
those in
have like these
Pennsylvania.
big recliners you get to sit in,
They
and
have
that
one of
kind of
those in. They have one of those in Pennsylvania. I think somewhere in
yeah.
Pennsylvania they have one of those. I heard.
Well, anyway, but again, then they got all this fancy upgrade to make the movie experience, almost as if you were at
I
home. And then COVID hits, and
I don't think I'm going to be ready to go to a movie theater until like 2022. Like I'm kind of cautious about that.
it might be a
You
while.
know,
I don't know. Hey, have you been eligible for a vaccine yet?
nah, man. For some reason they're not letting good-looking people in. I don't know. I love you too, Jennifer. Wow, wow.
I well, again, I'm waiting to get on the list. I know our parents have gotten their first shot. They're waiting for their second shot, so we'll
Yeah,
see. But Coming to America 2 was originally slated for a wide release in the theaters. Oh, it was supposed to be. See, it was probably supposed to have a Christmas release, and I guess they're going to do it March 5th, which kind of stinks because. But if it's going to be Amazon Prime, oh, that's sweet because I have the Amazon
yes,
Prime. I have the Hulu, the Disney Plus.
yes.
I'm like streaming like
No,
crazy.
I'm a
So that's
streaming.
good to
I'm a
know.
streaming fool. Like, yeah, I mean that streaming is such a big thing right now. Maybe we should do a show on streaming channels. That'd be a
Okay,
good
yeah,
show.
well, hey,
So the
we got
last one we
shows.
have on the
There's
honorable
tons of shows
mention
we can
is
do. Hey, but while we're doing this show, I'm gonna kind of cut in here for a minute, Kenny,
oh
because I know when I get to do these things, you want to talk over me, and I would prefer it if he didn't. So we're gonna let him regroup and recharge while I just remind you of the number right down there below. 704 if you would like to call in and talk about your favorite rom-com, because in the second half of the show I probably should turn the volume on so I can actually hear it, and we'll make sure we're all connected. But if you have your favorite rom-com, you can definitely call us up and we can put you right on the air and have you a part of our show. We've been doing this show for quite a few weeks, about 40 weeks, and we appreciate all the support. So if you're watching us on Facebook, consider giving us that thumbs up or like. Or if you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you give us a like, give us a comment, and hey, if you can, even subscribe to the channel. That would be so cool. We would really appreciate your support. And if you really want to support us, because to get all the little flashy, pretty pictures, we do pay a little bit a month for service. You can buy us a coffee. It's a link in the description, or support us on our Patreon. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. And again, I gotta let Kenny take a break because he wouldn't let me spit out everything I like to spit out during our brief little kind of commercial section. So
why you gotta make me the bad guy?
I'm not trying to make you the bad
Why
guy.
am I the bad guy? I want to let you because I like when you say give us a like and I do this. I go,
Okay, give us a like and consider subscribing. There you go. Oh man.
Scooby Life is feeling my pain because you just wiped me off the screen and everything. Scooby Life, we right here, brother. We are right here. We are right here.
Oh.
Like no
Yeah,
little
I
brother
know.
respect at
The
all.
theater experience is so great. But actually, too, if not a lot of people are going to be into theater, because that you could be kind of
Yeah,
socially
you can't
distant
be.
if it's every two people. Because I'm sorry, it's just like hot, fresh popcorn in a theater. Oh, it's I don't know,
Yeah, I can make
and
that at
also
home.
the reaction of everybody. That's one of the things I really miss. I miss
I
that.
usually,
I
I
miss
usually,
concerts as well.
I usually see movies with the kids, and they usually say I embarrassed them in a movie theater because I won't have reactions that are like different from everybody else's reactions. Like we went to go see Dora the Explorer live action movie, and I was laughing harder than some of the kids.
Okay. Oh, you blanked out a little bit, so I
So
don't know what happened with that.
yeah, no,
Um,
that was pretty. So last movie on the honorable mention is Doc Hollywood, starring
oh,
Michael
I love
Keaton and
Doc
Jimmy
Hollywood.
Warner.
Back
I've
to
never
the
seen Doc
interstate,
Hollywood.
Ben Stone. Back to the interstate. Okay, I'm sorry.
I've never seen that one. I've never wanted to see that,
You
like
whoa
Doc
whoa whoa whoa
Hollywood.
whoa whoa whoa. Stop the
Huh?
clock. You have
Yeah, what?
never seen Doc Hollywood? Are
But
you
I've seen all
serious?
the Back to the Futures.
Are you serious?
I've seen all of the Back to the Futures.
You're blowing my mind, dude. You are blowing my mind. I can't believe you have not seen Doc Hollywood.
Okay,
But you've seen
so
all the Back to the Futures. Well, yeah,
I've seen
that's
all the Back to the
easy.
Futures. Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
and
everybody has seen. Well, I think I saw the third one maybe once. I'm not a big Back to the Future fan, but I
I
mean
am.
that the first one I love because I love time travel. I love that
Uh
whole
huh.
idea. So any movie with time travel, 12 Monkeys, Peggy Sue Got Married,
Oh,
anything with
wait,
that
wait.
whole.
Can I show you something?
Sure.
I want to show you. I want to show you something.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna wipe him off again, but because that's how I do till he comes back. But I'm not doing it to be mean. He just stepped away. All right, he's back.
Listen,
He's back. What's up?
I have in my
Hey.
possession a DeLorean, a Back to the
Okay.
Future 3 DeLorean.
How old are you now? Looking at you.
What? I got it sitting next to my Batmobile.
A DeLorean. No wonder you like Fast and Furious. A little
I
obsessed with
got
cars are
I
we? So
got
you got a
DeLorean and a
Batmobile, and
Batmobile.
now you have a Back to the Future
Well, I
DeLorean.
have action figures all over the room, so But anyway,
Hey,
we're gonna
do
go to
you
our
have your
top.
action figures from work? Because I know you used to have
Yeah,
action
I
figures in your
got.
cubicle.
Oh well, they let us back in the office to get some things, and I went and got all my action figures.
Forget the work. I just got to get
And
my
yeah,
action
yeah,
figures.
my supervisor looked at me like, "Really? Is that what you're doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta get all my." I bought like an extra bag to pack them all in. Yeah.
All right. So for our movie list, how do you want to do this? Do you want to you do
Well,
your
here's
five,
what
I
we'll
do
do.
my five?
No. We're gonna do our 5 and 5, 4 and 4, because I got the better list. So we're gonna let people compare our list because I have the better list. So let me see your number 5, and I can tell you, I can top you with my number 5.
Well, now, okay. Again, I didn't create a list to compete with your list.
Oh,
I
I thought that's what
literally what?
I told you to bring your 5 best.
I know my five. Well, no, you did. I thought you said my five favorites.
Yeah, your 5 favorite. That's your 5 best.
Okay. All right. So my number five, people, is and okay. Can I just preface this with my list not being necessarily the best rom-coms of all time? Because
Okay.
I mean, I didn't get into Notting Hill, and there's tons of ways you could have went with the Pretty Woman, and I could have just did the whole. I could have did a whole list of like Julia Roberts movies, or Sandra Bullock movies, The Proposal, or Oh wait, what was on the other day? Because like I said, I got 24 hours of movies you could watch by Sandra Bullock. Oh, the one with the guy on the
Yeah,
train. Oh, while you were sleeping. Like there's tons of those classics.
yeah,
You guys
yeah. I'm
know
hearing
all those.
excuses.
So
I'm
I
hearing
was
excuses.
scratching under the surface to give you
Okay.
something a little deeper to hold on to with your love.
I
Hold
picked my
on
five
to your
best.
love. Shout out to Sade. So my is number 5, Love
Love and
and
Bad.
Basketball.
I've
How
never
could you
seen that
not
one.
like some Love and Basketball?
I've never
And
seen Love
okay,
and
it's
Basketball.
more drama, but it was so good.
Yeah, I never seen that one.
What? S- I don't know how we are doing a pop culture show when you don't have any kind of Monster in Law. That's another good one. See, that's where you
I
have this
love that one.
debate.
That's a good
Who
one.
is the
That's a good one.
best rom-com
Is it
queen?
Jennifer
Because that's
Lopez?
Jennifer Lopez, Sandra
Jennifer
Bullock,
Lopez? Eh,
nah,
but
Megan Ryan.
I'm gonna go with Jennifer Aniston because my number 5 pick is Just Go With It.
Just go with it. And you know what? In your notes, you put Drew Barrymore, and I was like, "What?
Yeah, I
Did he
changed
even
it to
like
Jennifer
you?"
Aniston. Yeah. I changed it to Jennifer Aniston, but Just Go With It is hilarious.
It is very funny.
Hilarious.
And you know what?
Hilarious.
You know what I hate? I hate child actors. You know that.
Mhm.
I usually tell people I hate child actors and I hate musicals. So Annie to me is torture. But
Oh, I love Annie.
but in any case,
The
but
second Annie.
the second Annie actually was pretty good. Anyway, but just go with it. The kids and just go with it. And
Oh my
that's the one thing
God.
I will say about Adam Sandler. He works so well with child actors
Kids,
and
yes,
why I
yes.
love Big Daddy so much. But
Well,
because
that's what he did
kids will upstage you in a minute.
in
Hence
Grown
my little
Ups.
brother.
In Grown Ups, that's what he did in Grown Ups. In Grown Ups, he had the little kids working with him, and that was like really good the way he worked with those kids in Grown Ups. But it
Grown
Just
ups
Go
is
With
pretty
It.
good
I
too.
love the scene where he's trying to convince Jennifer Aniston kids to be his fake kids because he says he's trying to convince the little boy, and the little boy goes. He's trying to convince the little boy, and he's like trying to con him. He's like, mention that slop hole again, and I walk. I love that line. I love that line. And he's some sort of distraught. He's like, okay, Mafia. That's great.
That it's
And
cute.
the
And you
girl
know what?
and the girl comes up with the, go ahead.
I will say this. One of the things that I do love and appreciate about Adam Sandler movies is that he takes some care and guidance in the music. And one of the key things would just go with it. So if it's on your rom-com list of movies to watch, and you probably will look at Kenny's list and want to watch more of them, but I'm telling you, I'm going to give you some jewels that you have never heard about that you should watch. In any case, but just go with it. It's great, and just some great musical compilations that I don't think there was a soundtrack release, or at least I haven't
I
been
was
able to find it.
because
And if
that
you
soundtrack was good.
exactly, but because like there is a version of Every Breath You Take and the Chasing Cars song.
Yeah.
That is it's one of like the key points in the movie where they're separated and they're realizing that they really care about each other, and it's this compilation of If I Stay Here and Every Breath You Take. It's just like
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of the song, but anyway,
I think it
but
was a
it's just
Rihanna song, wasn't it?
what? No, it's not a Rihanna song. I think it's called Chasing Cars, and Ed's looking it up. He'll figure it out, and he'll let us know in a minute. Ed is fact checker, man. Ed,
that
you
soundtrack
know what?
took
If
Luke's song.
anybody has ever earned a shirt, it is Ed. Ed has earned
Ed
a shirt,
Brown, man.
which
My
I do,
brother from another mother.
yes, Ed has earned. But anyway, but Adam Sandler does a really good job coming up with the music that makes his movies. So okay, yeah, I'll give you 5. That's a good choice. Just go with
Okay,
it. All right, what's
give
your
me your
number
number
4?
4. My number 4 is two can play that game with
Uh,
Morris Chestnut and Vivica Fox. That's not the movie.
Oh, that's the wrong movie? Okay.
That's the wrong movie.
I'm looking at it now going, wait, that doesn't look right. I got the wrong.
With Morris Chestnut and Vivica Fox, and I also co-stars
I think that might have been a TV version.
yeah, that might have been a TV version, but it might that it also co-starred Andre Anderson from Blackish, and it was great. It was funny. It was about a couple who got together and who kind of broke up because he was out dancing with some other girl and she caught him, and he was innocent because the men are innocent, and she took it the wrong way, and he was heartbroken that she had broke up with him, and she was playing the game of, she was just playing the whole game of what she could do to get him back and teach him a lesson at the same time. And then I love the line when Andre Anderson says to Morris Chestnut, like, "What?" He's like getting mad at us, man. She pissing me off, man. She's doing this and that and the other. He goes, "Wait a minute, that has nothing to do with you." And he's like, "That's still the same wrong movie." But he says, "What do you mean it's got nothing to do with me?"
Yes, that's it.
And she's like, he's like, "Man, don't nothing. The FBI can't be the black woman with a plan," is what Andre Anderson says in this movie, because and it's such a good movie. It's such a good rom com. It's funny. It's hilarious. What's your number 4?
Okay, my number 4, and now you're making me feel bad. And by the way, and again, Ed always comes through. Chasing Cars, that is the name of the song, and the Snow Patrol is the group. But in that movie, Just Go With It, they have this remix version of that Chasing Cars song with Every Breath You Take. And there's a lot of cool remixes and remakes, and Adam Sandler does a good job with music in his movies to that end. All right, my number 4 rom-com is Crazy Stupid Love. Crazy Stupid Love. I love a good ensemble movie. Actually, 2 of my movies, my next 2 movies, are kind of similar in a way because they tell a couple different stories, a couple different vignettes that have a way of coming together
I
at the end.
I
And
have to give it to you for this one.
and again, if you're looking for a movie to watch, this is one that I can't
I
tell
have
you a
to
lot
give it to you
about
on number
because I
4.
don't want to give it away. But
I have to give it to you on your number
before there
4.
was L.A. Story, or no, not L.A. Story. That's Steve Martin and Sarah Jessica Parker. But before there was La La Land, Ryan Gosling and Emma
Emma Stone.
Stone made a really good, cute couple in this movie. But again, you have vignettes about a couple different couples, and it all comes together nicely. You'll probably figure it out before the end.
The
But
hot
it's
guy at the
cute.
bar. The hot guy at the bar. I've been called that a lot.
Okay. See, you make me play that sound effect.
But no. Crazy Stupid Love is a great movie, starring Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, and Julianne Moore,
Yeah.
which is awesome. It's like the whole plot, and it has child actors in it, which do a very good job.
Yeah. Oh, the one girl, I forgot what she was in, Joey King. She's done a couple of things.
Yes.
She doesn't annoy me like most child actors. And even the little boy who was in it, he was in what was this movie? I used to show it all the time. With Kristen Stewart and Josh Hutchinson. I can't think of the name of it. His name
Zathra?
is Jonah
Zathra?
Bobo.
Zathra?
Yeah,
Zathra. Yeah.
where they're playing the game.
Zathra, yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like a space version of
Yeah.
Jumanji.
You
Anyway,
never seen that one. But
right.
anyway,
But the child actors in Crazy Stupid Love weren't annoying. So for you
yeah,
not to
no.
be an annoying child actor, that's some work.
And he loved Jessica. I love you, Jessica.
I love you, Jessica. Yeah. Yeah, there's some good lines in
Even,
that.
even when you caught me in the no, that's enough. What is your number 3?
My number 3. Okay, now my number 3, kind of like Crazy Stupid Love, is a movie called Playing by Heart. It's another one of these ensemble movies. Everyone from Gillian Anderson from the X-Files to Ryan Phillippe to Angelina Jolie, just Sean Connery and Gina Rowlands is in it as well. And again, kind of like Crazy Stupid Love, you have like simultaneously like 3 or 4 different stories going on at the same time, and they do kind of converge at the end. And it doesn't take rocket science to figure it out, but again, if you're talking romantic comedies, you're getting all these different stories. You're getting so much bang for your buck. And I'm telling you, the scenes with Sean Connery and Jenna Rollins are just, it's worth the admission. So some of the other people, oh yeah, it's a stretch. And you're like, not the world's greatest performances, but yeah, there's Ryan Phillippe. He has a great scene. Originally, the movie was supposed to be called, oh God, it was a line that Angelina has in the movie about talking about love is like dancing about architecture. And that was the original title of the movie, Dancing About Architecture. But they figured nobody would come see the movie. It was called Dancing About Architecture. But they named it Playing by Heart, and still nobody saw it. But I think people missed it, and they did miss out on a really gem of a rom-com movie. So that's going to be my recommendation. And trust me, people, go watch it. If you know what, if you watch it and you do not like it, then yes, I will owe you a movie. I will buy you the movie stream of your choice, because I'm telling you, this is a good little film. So yes, see, Ed is on it. Ed is on the fact
Ed
check.
is on top
Ed
of
is
it,
on the
man.
fact check.
Ed is on
Ed is
top of
on
the
it.
fact
Ed
check,
is
man.
on it.
Ed
Ed is
is
on
on
it.
it. Ed is on it, man.
Yes,
Awesome, awesome.
talking about music is like, I thought it was talking about love. I
Talk
thought
about
the line was talking
architecture.
about love. Anyway, talking that was the quote she was trying to quote from, that the guy said, like talking about music is like dancing about architecture. And because I think in their conversation they were trying to talk about love. So again, there are some scenes that are like, oh, do we have to sit through it? And some acting isn't as on point, but there are some moments that are just so cute. It'll just, you know, it'll, if it doesn't tickle your heartstrings, you have no heart. You are heartless. I'm sorry.
I've been
I'm in a,
called
I'm
that.
in a very
I've been called
spazzy
that.
place. You know what?
Yes.
Can I digress for just a second?
Digress.
Because you know what, I was trying to get my energy up, because I actually made dinner, and I actually made fresh pizza from scratch, like dough and
Wow.
all,
Uh huh.
and I was actually eating my pizza, and I think I ate it too fast because I
Uh
got
huh.
real sick. And after
Uh huh.
dinner, I was just like, oh, I'm sick. Somebody's gonna have to do the show for me. I can't go on. But now that I'm on, I guess I'm on. So let's go to your list.
My number 3 is Deliver Us from Eva, which is a story with LL Cool J and Gabrielle Union. And basically, Gabrielle Union is this really piece of work of a sister who has 2 other sisters, and the boyfriends of the other sister wants to get rid of Gabrielle Union. So they hire LL Cool J, of the 3 other sisters, rather, there's 4 sisters altogether, and they hired LL Cool J to be like this player to woo the sister to distract her, so these guys can, spend time with the other sisters uninterrupted, because Eva's like this heartless person who interferes in all their love life. And LL Cool J, being a player like myself, takes the job on to distract the woman. And, that's something I would do and be able to do, because he totally woos the woman and makes her fall in love. And that's how me and LLJ are like similar, besides the muscles. And the show is very funny, very hilarious. And he winds up, even though he's paid to, even though he's paid to woo this girl, he winds up falling in love with her anyway. And that's not what the guys, the boyfriends and husbands wanted to happen. So it takes a turn of events on it. But it's a very great rom com, Deliverance from Eva.
Yes, I know it had some really funny moments too, and
Yes, yes,
I,
Deliverance from Eva has some great moments on it. Um,
Gabrielle Union was just, yeah,
yes,
she
she was
was
a
fierce
total
at
like,
being
oh my
the.
god. I'm watching Gabrielle Union now on her TV show on Netflix. It's on Netflix now, but it's a regular TV show, LA Finest. I'm
Mhm.
watching that, which is kind of like a spinoff from Bad Boys. But LA Finest is great. Um,
Oh, tomato wrap instead of dough. Now that sounds healthy because I'm about to do like a 40-day Daniel diet of nothing but. ve- I know totally off topic, but I'm like, oh, what is a tomato wrap?
is there
I
meat involved in this diet you're doing?
Not the Daniel diet. No,
No meat.
it's gonna be fruits, vegetables, and yeah, we're gonna get back to some basics.
Can I get the screen for a minute? Can I get the screen for a minute?
I don't know whether I should give you the screen
Just
for a minute.
give me the screen for a minute. Give me the screen for a minute, please. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Come closer. Come closer. Let me talk to you. My sister is crazy. Man was made to eat meat. Well, I got cut. Did I
We're
get cut?
experiencing
I
technical
got cut.
difficulties.
I got cut.
Sorry, but we're having some technical problems. We will be back shortly.
Wow. 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 That is like you just really come. Okay, okay. Let's come. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Come on. Bring. We're gonna lose our audience. Bring it back.
I'm
Bring it back.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh
I was just
God.
playing around. All right.
What is
Don't
your
don't
number two? What is your number two?
don't make me start. Okay, we're talking rom-coms here on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. We thank you for hanging out with us. Yes, we are
Thank you.
talking rom-coms. My number two, um, and again, because when I think about it, I probably could have put some of our honorable mentions on my list, but this is a movie that I love. And you know what I can say about all the movies that I have on my top five list? I actually
Mhm.
own, so they were good enough to leave that big of an impression. And this is one of the ones I own. It's called Easy A, and it stars Emma Stone. And of course, you can't have a rom com without leading man. Paige Bagley is the actor who plays her love interest in Easy A. Did you see that one?
So, anyway, I love Emma Stone as an actress, and she is so
Easy
beautiful.
A is such a cute movie, and again they refer and plus, what's his name? Hayden Thomas Church is in it. He was
Oh
in the
wow, I
movie.
like him.
Yeah, he was hysterical in the TV series. Oh gosh,
Winks.
Wings. That's right. I'm like, I'm drawing a blank because I can remember the airport and the brothers and the. But anyway, he's in it, and he has and so is Lisa Kudrow as well. Just some small minor roles in it, but also they keep referencing all those great '80s movies of uh, like The Breakfast Club and just Pretty in Pink and even Patrick
It's on that.
Dempsey.
Easy A is on Netflix right now, so maybe I'll give it a chance.
Yes. See,
It's on
thank you,
Netflix right now.
Ed. I'm getting reassurance from number one
Yeah,
fan,
well,
Ed, number one and number two fans out there. Although we haven't seen our cousin Letta, she's usually hanging out with us.
yeah,
Uh,
let's not hanging out
we're,
with us
we're
tonight.
missing her. She was-
Yeah.
but in any case, Easy A, adorable movie. It is worth the watch if you need something to watch for. And I think any of these movies, whether you have your sweetheart to watch with or whether you're watching alone, there's something to enjoy in each of these movies. And oh, Kenny, my bad, because I'm looking at my list and I don't see. Oh, your number. Okay, so Easy A
My
was
number
my number
two.
two. What's your number two?
My number two is One Fine Day, featuring starring George Clooney and Michelle Pfeiffer, which had, I don't know their names, but very good kid actors in this one.
You can't get away from the
Kathy,
kid
I
actors.
can't get away from kid actors, and then you can't have a rom com without kid actors in some respect, in some way. A good rom com,
Speaking of which,
but
the little boy in Maid in Manhattan, he was really good too. So I want to shout out to him. But go
I
ahead.
never seen that one. I'll check that out. But One Fine Day is about a day that two single parents have. He was supposed to drop his kid off for her. Anyway, they had a mix up on the day, and he winds up watching her kid, and she winds up watching his kid. And George Clooney and Michelle Pfeiffer, who is the star of Grease 2, one of the greatest musicals besides a Prince movie ever
It
made.
all comes back to
Grease 2.
Greece too.
Yes, so Michelle Pfeiffer, who probably should have been one of my wives. Um, she's the star of this show. Michelle Pfeiffer, Grease 2, Hollywood Nights, that type of thing. Ant Man. So Michelle Pfeiffer, love her, love her, is a
One
star in
fine
this.
day.
from,
All
from,
right.
from One Fine Day, and you get different versions of the song One Fine Day, and there's another version of that song. I believe I forget who it's from, but it's a slow one where she's driving in the car and she hears like a one fine. I don't know whether it's I don't know who sings it, but it is somebody very famous. I know it is.
Mhm.
But anyway, One Fine Day is a very,
Well, the
very
chiffons
good
did
rom
the.
com.
I'm sure
The
the
original,
chiffons
and
version is
that
in
that
there.
version is in it too. That version is in it too.
Hmm.
So One
Uh,
Fine Day with Michelle Pfeiffer, George Clooney. George Clooney, I'm very jealous of. He gets to kiss Michelle Pfeiffer.
so I'm trying to pull up that soundtrack to see all the different versions because I know they tell you about the chiffons version of
Yeah,
it, but I don't see the other versions of um, that are played in the movie. They just list the chiffons version. That's kind
and
of odd.
Cassie,
Yeah.
One Fine Day is a great movie, but let me hear your number one because I've never heard of this movie or seen this movie.
Okay. Yours, Mine, and Ours. That's a great movie. Now, is that
Yours,
the
my arm.
original one from
Yeah,
Lucille Ball, like from the
yeah,
60s,
Melissa
or
Ball
the
from the
actually
'60s.
the remake with what's his
Renee
name?
Russo
Rene
and
Russo
and
and Dennis
Dennis Quaid.
Quaid. Dennis
Yes,
Quaid. Yeah, that was cute too. Now the Ed, I would agree. 80s rom-com queen was Molly Ringwald, Pretty in Pink.
really.
What?
16 Candles, Pretty in
16
Pink.
Candles.
Pickup Artist.
Ugh, the pickup artist was horrible. I fell asleep in that movie. That was a bad movie.
Monterey Wall and Robert Downey Jr. Like, how could you go wrong?
You could go wrong. But again, Saved by Zero is still one of my favorite. I mean, save for the Iron Man Avengers series,
Less than
but
zero. Less than zero.
oh, what did I say? I said Saved by
L-
Zero.
You say by
I'm
zero,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm in the 80s mind freeze
Yeah, Saved
now.
by the Bell. You're thinking, but no, Less than zero
No, less than
is
zero.
one of,
No,
is
no.
one of Robert Downey
There was
Jr.'s
an 80s
best
song
performances.
called Maybe I Will Win, Saved by Zero. Anyway, I know what I'm
Never
talking
heard that.
about, whether you
Yeah,
do or not.
yeah. Put the hearts up. Um, Nobody's ever heard of that. Less than zero is probably one of Robert Downey Jr.'s best performances ever. I think, sans Iron Man, Less than zero was just phenomenal in that. But we're not talking about that. But we're talking about rom coms, and I want to hear what your number one is
Oh, hey,
because
you didn't say anything with my light. I got a new light in the back.
I didn't say is that oh you're changing the color of your lights because now
Yeah,
it's now it's bluish now it's different. I
Ooh.
don't have that kind of special effect.
Okay. Anyway, we'll make it a little more red since we're in
The
this whole
Fix. Oh,
Valentine's
Ed
Day.
got it. Ed got it. Put Ed's comment. The Fix, Saved by Zero.
Saved by Zero. Okay. See, thank you, Ed. Ed is on it. Okay.
Ed is
Oh, and
on
Lisa
top
was
of
talking
it.
about the 1968 version. Yours, mine,
Okay.
and
I
ours.
remember that.
Saved by
Hey,
Zero.
Lisa,
So
I want to
I
say something. I
know
want to
the
say something to
name
Lisa.
of the Robert Downey movie was Less Than Zero, but in my
Lessons in.
head I had that fix song. So I am not as crazy as I sound.
Lisa,
All right.
remember when we were kids and we used to go see Pippi Longstockings?
Oh, I remember one time when we went to movie to see Airport, but okay, we digress. Let's get back
Okay.
on track. My
We're
number
back on
one
track.
rom
You're number
com.
one.
Now, okay, I
I
do I
never
need to
heard of
take you
this
off
one.
the
Yes.
do
Yeah,
I need
take
to
me
take you
off.
off the
Take me off.
screen
Take me off
because
and talk
I
about
don't want
this.
you interrupting me and
Okay,
making me
take me off
feel
and talk
bad.
about this. Take me off and talk about this.
I'll take you
I'm letting
off.
you take me
Let me have a moment because I know nobody has heard of my movie. It is not the most popular movie. The movie I was actually going to put on there, he already picked as his number one. So that probably would have been my number one rom com. But this is an old movie. It's a classic movie. It's from 1962, which, yeah, it's before I was even born. It actually stars, and I kid you not, Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin. The movie is called If a Man Answers. And again, just like those Rock Hudson and all those like really cheesy kind of Sex and the Single Girl 60s kind of comedies. That's what this movie is. But here's the thing, and I actually have it on CD or CD DVD. I do own it. It was a really really cute movie. Stephanie Powers, I believe, also starred in it. And here's what made this movie, I thought, so cute because of the plot. And that was the fact that Sandra Dee had married Bobby Darin, this flashy photographer, and he took all these pictures of beautiful models. And Sandra Dee was worried, how am I going to keep my husband? So Sandra Dee goes to her mom and she's like, Mom, all these beautiful women, and how do I keep his attention? And mom goes to the drawer, pulls out her secret to keeping her husband happy. And basically, the secret was to train him. And not only that, mom gives her a book on how to train your dog. So basically, all the secrets in this book to train a dog, she gave to Sandra Dee to use it on her husband. So, needless to say, she uses them, they work. The husband finds out she's using them. She doesn't know. He knows that she knows that he's using these secrets, and hilarity ensues, and there's mix up, and there's all kinds of craziness. And then, it's a rom com, so you know how it's going to end. But it's the cutest little movie, and it is called If a Man Answers. And I can't even tell you where you can stream it. I actually purchased a copy of the DVD on Amazon because I could not find this movie to stream it when I wanted to watch this movie. But basically, the one thing you learn is to treat your husband like a dog. And again, it wasn't it wasn't in a bad way because people are much nicer sometimes to animals than they are to other people. But she would, when she wanted him to come, she would, make it sound pleasing, like, here boy, come here, here, and then give him a
No.
reward when he got there. And it worked.
No.
it's
No,
it's
do not,
awesome.
do not. We do not. We here. I wish I had. We don't
Control of the
condone this.
screen.
Yeah, yeah. We don't condone this rhetoric of.
It's called
No.
If a Man Answers, 1962, Sandra Dee and Bobby Darin. Trust me, look it up. It's cute. It's an adorable movie. It may not be the most politically correct movie ever, but you know
No,
what?
it doesn't
That's
sound
why
like it
you
is.
watch movies to escape. So have a little fun. Watch that movie. It's a cute one. So I have given you 5 good, cute romantic comedies that are also just cinematically, they are fun to watch. Love and Basketball, Crazy Stupid Love, Playing by Heart, Easy A, and If a Man Answers. So thank me later.
If a Man Answers, I just looked it up. It's not on any streaming. There is a yeah, it's not on any streaming channels right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it on any streaming channels.
But
I was
it's
just trying to
such
look for it. I know. Now
but if you're in North Carolina, I have the DVD. I'll loan it to you.
my five are number five is Just Go With It. Number four is Two Can Play That Game. Number three is Deliver Us from Eva. Number two is One Fine Day. And my number one movie is Hitch with Will Smith, Eva Mendes, Kevin James. It is a hilarious movie. And this is the rom com of rom coms, Hitch.
Hitch, I was going to put on my list, but then Kenny put this rule on there that whoever picks the movie first gets the movie. Hitch would have definitely been on my list. I love that movie. That
Yeah,
movie's so cute.
Hitch is great. I love the scene where Hitch
Let me guess.
is. Well, no, I love the scene where the girl's
The
sitting there, but
dancing
even
lesson?
man, no. That I love that scene too. But the scene where Eva Mendes is just sitting there by herself, and the guy comes and talks to her. A guy named Chip comes and talks to her,
Mendez.
and Hitch comes in and interrupts the conversation and starts to talk to the girl, and leaves her dangling, and like kind of like gets her interested, and just walks away. I love that. That's one of my tricks. I get them interested, and I just walk away. Hey, baby, how you doing? Oh yeah, you look very nice today. Oh, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
and
I
you know
gotta
what happens
go.
then?
Pow.
Okay.
Ah, don't hate the
All right.
player, hate the game.
All
Anyway,
right.
Hitch is a movie
Hitch.
about a guy who's a love doctor. They call him the love doctor, the love doctor.
That's a
From
different
another,
movie though, Kenny. We didn't even put that movie on the
I know,
list.
we didn't put that movie. Is that a rom com? Is that a rom
Is that
com now? Would you
um
consider that a rom
it,
com?
probably not because even though there is
A
like
romance in there
a romance in
between
it, it's not really a rom com.
Between Henry Winkler and Shelley Long. There is a
Wait,
romance in
what's
that
the
movie.
title of that movie?
Night
It's for the
Shift.
Night Shift. Night Shift.
Night Shift.
It's a funny
Uh,
comedy. Probably not a
Yeah,
rom com.
it's not a rom com, but the thing about Hitch is this guy plays a guy who he's not really a love doctor. They call him the love doctor, but basically what he does is he doesn't really. The misconception is he teaches guys how to get laid. Really what he does is he gets men to the first three dates. Um, he gets men to the first three dates so they can get in with the girl. So he tells men who don't have any skills at all with women how to do it. In which he knows from experience because he tells a story about how he had no experience with women at all and how he was all, oh, I love you, baby, I love you, baby. And he lost his girlfriend in college and she was with somebody else. And now he learned how to do this. And I guess he went to school for marketing because he learned how to market himself as this guy who taught people, how to get the girl that they want. And he had different tricks for this. And, some guys need it, some guys don't. But, it is what it is. I could probably teach some guys how to do that, help them out a little bit. But anyway, Hitch is my number. Now, I will say this. What is wrong with the technical difficulties? I will say this. There are two movies that we did not put on any list at all that probably should have went on this list, and that's Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, and Sleepless in Seattle, and
Joe
You Got
versus the
Mail.
volcano. Oh, no.
No, You Got Sleepless in Seattle, which I've never seen, and You Got Mail, which I love. I think Meg
Oh,
Ryan and Tom Hanks might, and Harry Met Sally. Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks might be the ultimate rom com duel.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Come on,
Well,
Harry
you
Met
know what?
Sally.
Give
Harry Met Sally
give
was Billy
Ryan
Crystal. I'm
Gosling
sorry.
and Emma Stone time to make a couple more movies together because I
Harry Met
think,
Sally was Billy Crystal, so I messed up on that. But still, Meg
yeah.
Ryan might be the ultimate rom com queen.
How many movies did they make together? I think they have three. Is that right? Three
Joe
or
versus
four?
Volcano,
Joe
um,
versus Volcano, Sleepless in
Sleeping in
Seattle,
Seattle,
and You Got
and
Mail.
you got mail.
Or
That
was
was
she
three.
okay? All right.
That
We
was
got to do
three.
a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of thing to get.
Oh, that would be nice. We get the audience to pick like five actors to do a six
Hmm.
degrees of Kevin Bacon with.
Oh, okay.
Like you guys pick like no, seven is my lucky number. You guys pick seven actors and we'll do a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon with those any seven actors. And we'll do a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon with those seven actors.
You mean just do them live on the fly, or because I usually
No, 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 no. We need time. Well, we are pop culture kids and we are pop
yeah.
culture experts, so we could do it live on the fly.
Oh, a round of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon
It's around of six
live.
degrees and a live round of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I think we could do it. I think they can challenge us that we
All
could
right.
do it.
Hey.
And if we
All right.
don't do it, I'll give you a gift certificate to Wawa, something like that. Like if we
Well, we
can't
don't
figure
have
that person
Wawa
out.
here. Don't
You don't
tease
have
me.
Wawa? Okay.
No, there's no
Well,
Wawa. I would love a
if you
real
don't have
Wawa.
Wawa, if you have Wawa in your state, then you are being like totally unappreciated by your governor.
Well, listen, before we go, there's another thing I want to share with you all. Again, we thank you guys for tuning in. If you look in the descriptions down below, please check out. We do have a contest running where you can win a chance for the month of February. We are taking entries on our contest to win a free Pop Culture Kid T-shirt. I know some of you listening out there already have your own Pop Culture Kid T-shirt, like Rico, who actually, you know what, when we asked about people to tell us about their favorite rom-com, he puts down Natural Born Killers, which is just scary. Our cousin Lisa, she's got her pop culture shirt, and of course, Ed the Man, our brother from another mother, who
Ed joked about Die Hearts, but I was actually going to put Die Hard because
Die
actually that
Hard.
is a rom com.
It is
Because
not a
he's trying to
rom-com.
because in the
It's
first
not a
because
Christmas movie. It's not a rom-com.
in the second one, and even the first one, he's trying to get to his wife, and she does face some comic moments. Like in the second one, when she's in the airplane, and the newscaster is like that's like a comedy moment, and then she
Okay,
tasers
that
him.
is a stretch.
Die Hard
That's a big
Two
stretch.
might be a rom com, and then when he finally gets to it, she goes, "Why does this keep happening to us?" So that might be considered a rom com. Die Hard Two.
Okay, one funny line does not make it a rom-com. And again, it's like, yeah, you got to have all the elements of,
Pop
the
culture
guy, the
kids,
girl, the
help
twist in the
me out.
plot where it looks like they won't wind up together, and then them
Well, you
magically
didn't
coming
think they were
together
gonna
at
wind up
the
together
end.
because you thought she was gonna die, so they wasn't gonna wind up together.
For what movie is this?
Die Hard
Die
Two.
Hard? Okay, yeah, not a rom-com, not a Christmas movie. You're trying to make it something that's not. But If a Man Answers, it's a cute movie. Okay, come on. Let's go back to innocence and
Ed's with me on this. Die Hard 2, such a rom com. Yes, Ed. Yes, Ed.
you know
He's
what?
trying to get to
Never.
his wife, and she's really funny because she said, and he says he's looking over the window, and she says, and she mentioned something to him like, "Oh, well, if you're going to get this close, you might need a breath mint," and and then he's in the
Again,
bathroom doing the report, and she shocks him with the taser, and he's sitting there, and the newscaster saying, "Yo, we can't hear you. Are you there? Are you
yeah.
there? Are you there?" And he's like on the toilet, like, ah.
Die Hard 2 is still not a rom-com. Hitch, yes, that's a rom-com. Die Hard, not a rom-com. Listen, we are rounding the corner on the end of this show, and we are way over our time. So
Oh
we
wow,
thank you
I didn't
so
realize
much
it was that
for
late.
being with us. Just
Yes.
another reminder, you can check Kenny out on Sunday nights. Are you still guys going Sunday night?
We're not going to do tomorrow night. I have to call my
Oh,
partner. We have a little
okay.
technical
But
difficulty,
usually you can
but
check
we
out
usually,
his Nerd
yeah,
Nation
check us
a
out.
video podcast on Sunday nights,
Check
or
us out
you
2 weeks
can
from
visit.
tomorrow. Every 2 weeks.
Okay, every 2 weeks, starting next week. All right. And you can check him out at Kenny KP Walker Jr.
Can can I say
To
something?
see all his cool stuff. If you're watching us now on YouTube, please, hey, consider subscribing and checking that out. Go ahead, say something.
Oh, on weekday mornings in the morning, you'll find my positive and productive on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook channel. Also, if you check me out on my Facebook on Tuesday nights, you'll see little snippets of the and the entertainment that I host the open mic here in Jersey, and we have a lot of great singers, rappers, spoken word artists, comedians that come through and perform, and I usually put them on my Facebook page. So check us out.
Okay, so that's that positive and productive daily. It's, I don't know, 2 to 5 minute kind of motivation. So that's on Facebook, and he has that on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa Scooby Life, for hanging out with us. That's right. It's a holiday weekend for some people. I have school, so it's not
Yeah,
a holiday weekend for
I
us.
have off on Monday. Don't you
Oh,
have
you
off on
have off
Monday?
on
It's
Monday.
President's.
I don't. I have
But
Monday.
Monday's President's Day though.
Not down here. We don't get that holiday, but we got Martin Luther
Wow.
King Day off, so I'm thankful for that. But we don't get
The
President's Day.
benefits of being a government employee.
I know. Well, again, I'm a state employee, not a government employee, so that's how that works.
I'm a
Well,
federal
in
government
any case,
employee. And I get
whether
all
you're
these
off
days off.
Monday or working Monday, continue to continue to be safe, keeping distance, wearing your mask, 6 feet apart, washing your hands. We thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Saturday night. It's Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. Thanks for hanging out and hearing about some of our favorite rom-coms. We will see you next week.
God bless
Peace.
your soul and keep living. Peace.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.